You are listening to On the Fly.
What's up, guys? The On the Fly is back again tonight, and look at that pretty lady over there to my right, not to her right, to my right. But with us tonight is for the second time, so she's caught up with her husband now. With the second time, Miss Annie Vander. She is here tonight to talk about her new upcoming single, "Rockin' My Shoe." And guys, I got a little surprise for you guys tonight. I have got permission from Nicole at Brickshore Media to play give you like a 10-second clip of it. So you guys get ready for that. How are you doing, Miss Annie?
I am good. How are you? I'm so happy to be back. And I'm actually
good.
I don't know. I can't believe you had my husband on twice and only me once so far.
I know.
Know about that.
And there's already plans for a third for him. So
what? Okay. This is
we're planning that out for if you guys do not know, Annie's husband is Mr. Brian Mullen. He's got his first single coming out in just a short time, and we are going to have him on to talk about his song eventually too. But yeah, Brian's been on the show a couple of times. Of course, I think we did a Tesla top 10 with him, and then we did me and him and Jim Law. We did a Desert Island album that went on and on for forever. It seemed like we were on the desert island for a little while, but we had a blast with it. So tonight we're here to talk about all things Miss Annie Vander. Your newest single getting ready to come out.
Yep.
It's called "Rockin' My Shoe." How excited are you about this one?
I'm pretty darn excited about this one. I've been sitting on this one for a minute. Since last summer, and I just really can't wait for everyone to hear this one. It's everything that I do, which you're probably starting to notice by now, is different.
Yes. This is, and that's one of the things I was going to say. This is something I have not heard you dwell into before. This is country rock. And,
oh yeah.
It's talk a little bit about this. How did this song come about? I know you and your producer David Norris
Yes.
are the writers of this song.
Yep.
How did this song come about? I got to hear the story with this.
Oh, I mean, I can't remember. It was a combination of a few things, but really, I wanted to write a song that was something where I was having a really crappy day. Which happens sometimes. It's just life. And there were some people that had just gotten under my skin, and this situation got under my skin. But I also wanted to write a song that just was something that could make you just feel unstoppable. Nothing can get under your skin so much, or a situation be so bad that it just knocks you down. So I remember I was on the mission to write a song about something about just being unstoppable, empowered, also infused with a little faith in God. I am a religious person. I will say I don't go to church regularly, and if my dad's watching this, sorry. But
shame on me.
Yeah, but I mean, I do believe in God, and but I don't like to push it down people's throats. I just like to lead by example. And
I'm the same way.
Yeah. So anyway, so I just wanted people to find their own inner strength with this song and just have something to just really rock out to. And so "Rockin' My Shoe" was born. I remember telling him, I remember the song Carrie Underwood, "Champion." I didn't want that exact, I didn't want that exact sound, but I said, I just remember, when I used to run Ironman, and triathlon and all that stuff. I would need songs to keep me inspired and motivated. Yeah. And so, in my head, I was like, I need something like that, or, so that kind of a theme. And yeah. So the people that kind of made me a little bit angry that day, I shouldn't even say angry, just frustrated.
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. And I remember talking to somebody, and she was just like, don't let it bother you. It's just like a little pebble in your shoe. And it was like, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, there we go. That was my next question. Where did Rockin' My Shoe come from? Where did the title come from? So you took care of that question right there.
Yeah. So, but then when David and I got to writing, he's like, pebble in your shoe. He's like, come on. He's like, it's not the same. He's like, it's got to be Rockin' My Shoe.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it would come across as inspirational with pebble in my shoe.
no.
But yeah. Okay, you got me wondering now. You talk about training for the Ironman stuff, and I've got my own like running playlist. What is you talked about that song. What's your go-to song when you were training for that?
Oh my gosh. I probably can't even tell you all the names of them. I'm really bad. I was listening to like hip hop stuff. I mean, I was all over the mat. Obviously that Carrie Underwood one was in there. What is the one song? I would have to grab my phone and cheat.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm in here. There was this one. It was just Pop Bottles was the name of it. It's the corniest song.
Pop Bottles.
Yeah. Here, hang on. Alexa, play Pop Bottles. You're gonna die when you hear this. Featuring Lil Wayne. I don't know if this is it.
Birdman?
No, that's not it.
Is it a song by a guy named Birdman featuring Lil Wayne?
Hang on. It's not nope, it's not the right one.
Okay.
Anyway, Alexa, stop.
It.
But yeah, there were I don't know. I really can't remember. There were some Fergie songs on there. I was a big Fergie fan. It's so bad. I'm so bad with names.
I've got I go a different direction, I guess, because most of the Rocky IV soundtrack is on my running playlist. I mean that's whew.
Yeah. Rocky songs would be good for something like that for sure.
Oh yeah, there's the Rocky IV soundtrack was awesome, and that's just about all of my, and of course, like the Queen, We Will Rock You, stuff like that. I'm more of I'm not the hip hop dude,
Well, I listened to hip hop. I listened to country. There were some rock songs. There was, do you remember Chumbawamba?
Tub thumping.
Uh-huh. I get
knocked down,
but I get up again. I mean, definitely not country rock, but like, kind of will like, but that's my music in general. Like, it's funny if somebody gets in a car with me, it's gonna kind of be like, I don't know. I wouldn't say that the music I'm putting out in general is going to be a complete roller coaster, but you're definitely going to get a little taste of everything. If you don't like one song, the next one's going to be completely different. So like, I'm
a little way. I'm not hip hop, but I'm a little all over the place with some of the stuff I do on my playlist.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your producer. Let's talk a little bit about David Norris. Yeah. Give him some credit here. Get him some playtime. What's it like working with David Norris?
Fun. That is the best way to describe it. Just fun. You laugh until your belly hurts, and I don't know. Maybe he does that because he likes to beat you up a little bit when you're behind the mic, but that's his job.
Exactly.
No, it's amazing working with him. He's become a really, really good friend. I learned so much every time I work with him too. I don't know. I can't say enough good stuff. But it's just fun. If I had to sum it up and pick one word, I would say fun.
Well, he's definitely got a good one out of you right here. Now, this is something different than what you usually do. Listen to your past. You talk about your playlist being something. The next song is going to be something different, but you've gone into a little bit different territory for yourself. This is definitely country rock and a whole different sound for you. How was it for you, doing that different sound like you're doing on this song?
I just remember my producer being like David. I shouldn't say not David. No, wait, I should just say David. I just remember David finally being like, "Oh my gosh, that's the sound I was trying to get out of you for like, for all the time that we had been working together." And I was just like, "Really?" So, I mean, it was just so fun. He would tease me, and he still does a lot. He always tells me like a lot of my stuff. He goes, geez, he goes, "Okay, Julie Andrews," because everything is just so like, I don't know. It almost sounds goody two shoes. And then this comes out, and it's, I don't know.
It's great. I mean, the chorus is one of my favorite parts with the gang chorus and the claps. That the way that starts off like that, I was like, oh, because I was like, this is definitely different from Miss Annie right here, but it's good. It's
well,
definitely
the
good.
claps too. I just remember I think he got this like specific program, and he was trying to get these reverse claps on there, and he was like, he got a clap, and then he's like, "Oh no," he goes, "We're gonna change it," and he goes, "Oh," and just watching his face light up, he's like, "Check this out," and oh my gosh, this whole production in general was just, I mean, nothing but excitement and fun. And I don't know, every time we listen to it as it's, being produced, it was, I don't know, just every little step of it was great. From writing and just the raw emotion that came out. And then it's just like the bridge too. I don't know, everything about this song. It's like, you think about any problem you could have in life. And I guess I'll get a little, go back to God for a second, but it's been one hell of a ride, up or down, right? It's been one hell of a ride with the good Lord riding shotgun by my side. So that was my little hint of like, I didn't touch on it anywhere else, but honestly, I feel like this has all been a godsend, like just this whole music journey in general. And I was with the gang shouts. Brian is in on the gang shouts, my husband, your buddy. Brian's in on there. David's in on there. David's son is on there. Our goddaughter's on there. Our friend Rob is on there. And it's so surreal to be able to have all of these people in on the process too. So, I don't know. It's a special song for sure.
Yeah. How long did the recording take for this?
Not terribly long. I feel like it was shorter than some, because a lot of times with some of my songs, I'll do my own harmonies, but this one, it was gang shouts. Yeah. So it was like, it's not like I went in and was trying to get perfect pitch on harmonies for something else. And so I feel like it was a little bit easier that way. So vocal time was a little bit less for me. So yeah.
Well, while we're talking about this, I'm going to play that little, if my computer will let me, I'm going to play you like a 10-second clip. You guys out there, get ready, because this is I told her before we went on the air, I didn't mean any harm to any of the other songs, but this is my favorite Annie Vander song so far. So here we go. You guys get ready. I hope you can hear this. All right, so I went maybe 13 seconds. Sorry, Nicole.
Well, that makes you feel better. I leaked a little bit more of it on so there might be a chorus flying around there somewhere. So, and I was drawing a blank. So for a while, my producer, he was just like, he goes, "I want to get that like Joan Jett sound out of you," right? And I'm just,
wow.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he was, that's what it was he was trying to say. So I was like, oh, but
yeah, it's definitely a different sound. If you go back and listen to some of Annie's singles before, I know the first time I got to interview her, we were talking about her single Tonight. This is a complete 360 from that. But let's talk a little bit, because since the last time, since we talked to you about Tonight, you had another single come out and really, really did well. Talk a little bit about that one that's been out when it came out last July.
Oh, yeah. I think it was in July it came out. He, Himself, and Him.
Right.
That is one that I did not write. But I had a different one that I had written with David, and he was trying to convince me. I shouldn't say convince me, but I don't know. He really, if that song is called Tragedy, and I just wasn't feeling it. Just because you write a song doesn't mean you're feeling it and you're going to run to the studio every single time. And just during a conversation, he's like, check this song out. And he started reading me the lyrics to He, Himself, and Him. And in the beginning, at the very beginning of it, he's like, his damned ego wraps around him like a cheap suit, 80 proof and putting on the hard moves. He's such a storyteller when he talks to. He's kind of cute, but he's coming on too strong. Anyway, then he fast forwards to the chorus and he goes, it's all about He, Himself, and Him. And I'm so sick and tired of them. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But when he first told me the title, He, Himself, and Him, I'm like, where are you going with this? So anyway, he wrote that song with Cece Dubois. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. But, and then I later on had gone down and written a song together with her and David as well. So that's another uncut song so far. But she's an amazing person herself. And I don't know. So anyway, I took this song. I tend to go all over the place when I talk, so my apologies.
You're fine. You are fine.
But basically, yeah, this He, Himself, and Him went to radio, and it climbed the Music Row charts, and it was quite a fun ride with that. And just lately, I guess when you fast forward, I didn't know the song was still playing on the radio anywhere. I had a full band rehearsal. I was auditioning drummers, and this last Sunday, somebody came in. It was a new drummer, and he gets to the door, and I just remember he was saying, yeah. He goes, it's pretty cool. He goes, I was just coming in from out of town. He goes, we heard your song on the radio. And he's just like, my wife was just like, you're really auditioning for her? I'm like, wait, what? I mean, it was just for me, and I think he was just super excited, and it was almost surreal for me to see somebody that excited about hearing my music on the air. And then, but for me, I was probably more excited than him telling me that. And I don't know, it's just kind of all this surrealness happening lately, which I'm super grateful for, but it's a journey.
And you did a video for that song too, didn't you?
Yeah, the video, we actually had a lot of the town here involved in it, because I do open mic nights, which I host, and a lot of the musicians that came in, they kind of signed on to be actors for it. And some of the parents came in. We used different people's cars for the rescue car, because one of the lines in He, Himself, and Him was, my girlfriends always take one for the team. They'd stop anything just to rescue me. So these girls came and they rescued the girl that was on the bad date. And it was kind of funny. So we found a local videographer, one of the local restaurants here we did the video shoot at. So it was just another thing that was really cool that we had friends in on. And so, yeah, that was a fun video shoot.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. You see, Nicole is watching over us. So, yeah, it was 13 seconds. Look, I guess the watchdogs were watching, because I played 13
Don't get in
seconds.
trouble with Nicole.
Yes, I don't want to get in trouble with Nicole. No. So when does Rockin' My Shoe come out? When are we able to hear? Everybody gets to hear this Friday, right?
Yeah. So if you stay up till midnight tomorrow, I guess technically really, 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 really late tomorrow night. So yeah, this
is going to be like the Taylor Swift thing. We had kids all over the place staying up for that freaking Taylor Swift album. I'm going to stay up for Annie Vander's single.
Oh. It's so funny. It's I don't know. It's definitely a different side, and I'm so excited for everybody. I don't know. I feel like I can't stop smiling. I'm so excited for everybody to hear this one and just hear a completely different side of me too. So
yeah, it's like I said, guys, you will hear a very different side of this Annie Vander on this one, and I told her too. This song has a little big town sound to it, gosh, what was the song we were talking about, Annie?
You said Boondocks, and
Boondocks. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that until I think Nicole was the first one who told me that. And then, and now you did. So I was like, huh, that's interesting.
Nicole, if you need a music assistant, I am open for the job. All you got to do is say the word. Say the word. We great minds think alike. So, what else can we expect from you this rest of the year? You got any more new music coming?
Yeah, I just gave Nicole cover art for another single. So I'm actually dropping 2 singles this month.
Oh, wow.
So that's a reggae song.
See there, guys. I'm telling you, everything she does is different. And the only reason she's dropping 2 singles is she wants to get on the show again this month. She wants to get on there for that. She will definitely have her own.
You got me. You got me. Yeah.
I know what you were up to. I know what you were up to. So
Yeah.
what else? You got that single coming up. You're dropping 2 singles in 1 month. So that's got to be pretty exciting for you. Any more new music coming later this year?
Yes. Yeah. So there will be new music. I haven't picked exact dates. I kind of have them in mind. One is definitely around Christmas time. So there's a new Christmas single coming.
Okay.
Which is an original. And that sounds, it almost sounds like it's something where, I don't know, when David and I were kind of giggling about it. He said it sounds like the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family just vomited all over the place and had a baby. I don't know.
Wow.
It is so funny though. Like it's a fun tune. All I can think about when I hear that song is Austin Powers, to be honest with you.
Austin Powers. That's gotta be good. So
but it's like, I don't know. It is a real feel good Christmas tune. I wanted to write something about all of the different ornaments when you I don't know, with me, I've got a million Christmas ornaments and every single one tells a story, and I know, which I'm sure it does for a lot of people, and it just meant so much to me, and that's been on my mind for a while to write a Christmas song about that. So we finally captured that in a song, and I am super, super, super excited. I don't want Christmas to get here yet because it just got warm here.
Yeah, it's only May. Come on, Annie. It's only May. It's only May. We still got 7 months. It'll be here before you know it, though.
Yeah.
And Brian, your husband Brian, chiming in. Annie is the Christmas queen. So.
I try. He's the polar opposite, so I don't know. Maybe one of these.
Oh, he doesn't like Christmas?
He hates Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
I actually said that out loud on air. But the thing is he always
Grinch.
lets Christmas. Yeah. But he always makes sure Christmas is nice for me. So that's
what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, I know.
He's
a
good guy.
I did get him a Grinch to put outside the house one year.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm sure you've seen it floating around the internet where people get a Grinch and they.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So at our old house, I got a Grinch, and I had never put lights on the outside of the house. That was always his job. So he came home from work, and there was a Grinch holding the string of lights, and it was pulling him off the house. And I've never seen him so happy about Christmas decorations. It was awesome.
So, have you got any appearances coming up? Any live shows coming up soon?
Yes, sure do. So, I've got some local things happening. This Sunday, I will be at somewhere called the Growing Place. And then I'm going to be at another venue out in Naperville called Potter's. But there's a couple bigger events coming in June. June 1st, I will be at the Evelyn Summer Access Festival. So I'll be on their main stage there with full band, which will be super fun. And then right after that, that whole week is super exciting. I will be at the Hard Rock Cafe for the 615 live show.
Right.
Hosted by Breakshore Media, which I am super, super stoked to be at. So yeah, that's going to be tons and tons of fun. I did the 615 event last year for the first time.
Remember.
Yeah, and then Nicole got us in at Hard Rock, which is just pretty amazing to be there during CMA Fest. So I am super excited about that.
Nicole is the hardest working lady in show business right there.
She's pretty great.
Yeah, she is. She is. Nothing bad to say about Nicole at all. So when you do one of these full band shows, how how many songs do you play? What's your set list look like?
This one is probably gonna be 30 to 35 songs, I would say.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like 2 hours, so it's like there's
Okay.
30. I mean, probably about 30, but you have to have some in your back pocket. Just,
Right.
like there was a venue I played last weekend, and we had already played. It was probably 3 hours, maybe a little bit more. And these people are like, keep going. And there was another band coming in after us. So I'm like, we have to, we had to tear down. And, and they're like, well, they're not here yet. So I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, how long is it going to tear down? What time is the next band coming in? So my guitarist was able to kind of sing when I ran up to the bar. I'm like, what time are they coming in? Because the tips were coming in. So of course you don't want to say no, but at the same time, you have to be out in time for the next people. So always be prepared with extra music. For sure.
So Nicole is saying she's excited to have you back again. And guys, that's right. You can live stream this, and Nicole will get me the link.
I forgot to say that.
Nicole will get me the links. I'll have the links up where you guys, if you want to, can watch this whole event. I watched it last year. It's a great event to watch. A lot of talented musicians out there. A lot of familiar faces that you've seen on the fly before. So get ready for that. You guys need to check that out. All right. It's that time. And Brian. All right, Brian. I hope you're watching in the other room. So we're gonna test Miss Annie. It's a two-minute drill. It's our new segment. Well, it's not new anymore, but this is new to you. The last time
I've been here, since you've had my husband on twice already, and
rub that in, won't you? Rub that in. So just clear your head and believe there is no wrong answers. Okay. No wrong answers, but it's just quick hitting questions.
Okay.
All right. First album or CD you ever bought?
Album Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Was
that one of the story records or something like that? Or was that the soundtrack?
Record. Yeah,
I had that. I had some of them too.
Yeah. Yep.
I had the Spider-Man. I think I had one. It was Fantastic Four, and I had the Star Wars ones that would tell.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we didn't have Star Wars where you could watch it all the time streaming. We had to listen to it on a freaking record player. All right. First concert you went to?
Bon Jovi.
Have you watched the documentary yet?
I just finished it. Brian had already started watching it, and I came in at the tail end of I saw the last few episodes. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it was a good documentary. And then after I saw, especially being a vocalist and seeing how much trouble he had and the surgery, I was like, it's heartbreaking to see.
Yeah.
And terrifying at the same time. So it's like, oh.
Well, and what I say about that when people talk, people make some nasty comments about it sometimes, but this guy's been playing, he's been singing, and I mean, not just out there doing this or like that. Yeah. He's been singing since the early 80s, maybe even late 70s. So you're going on almost 50 years. And that's going to do something when you're doing it night after night after night. It's going to do something to your voice eventually. I hate it, but if his voice is not, I mean, I know he made a comment, if his voice is not there, he's not going to go out again, and I think that's the right decision to make for him. But I have not watched the documentary yet, but I'm definitely going to watch it. We'll talk about that on the fly one night. Okay. Which would you rather go to, lake or beach?
The beach. Well, the lake and the beach are the same.
No, they're not.
Out here they are. I just want to go somewhere there's sand.
Okay. Okay. Well,
have you been to Lake Michigan yet?
No.
Oh, see, we have beautiful beaches up here, and it's Lake Michigan. So I'll just say beach.
Okay. Jim Law has joined us.
Jim.
We were just talking about you a few minutes ago about the Desert Island episode. So we did mention you, Jim. All right. Coke or Pepsi?
Water.
Okay, so I haven't drank. I've been cutting caffeine out too. Uh, favorite movie?
Jumanji.
Wow. Okay, my daughter used to love that.
Mhm.
Favorite TV show?
I don't really. I have one.
The
I don't
dog's
watch
like
a lot of
one.
TV. It used to be Friends,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
mean, yeah, I mean it's not on anymore. But I'm not a big TV watcher. See, there goes my dog.
See, the dog got mad about that question. Um, pineapple on pizza? Yes or no?
Hell yes.
Oh. Favorite dessert?
That changes by the day. But I would have to say, oh, oh, that's tough. They're all good. I can't pick. You're asking a woman to pick food.
If you could pick one thing right now in your refrigerator for dessert, what would it be?
In my refrigerator, what's in there now? It's not in my fridge. It's sitting on my stovetop. It's lemon meringue pie.
Okay. I got to get to some of these comments. Nicole said, yes, friends. I'm going to tell you what we need to do. We need to have a freaking panel up here, go one by one through every episode of Friends and talk about it. Nicole, are you up for
Nicole?
that? Nicole and Jim, I know you guys would be up for it. Come on now. And Brian had this to say, what? Pineapple, Annie? You ain't from Chicago.
Well, I don't even really like pizza. So that's the thing. But so, yeah, I guess asking me, I rarely eat pizza. So when we've had band practice the last few weeks too, when we're rehearsing, somebody wanted pineapple and pepper. My bassist likes pineapple and pepperoni, or not pepperoni. Is it pepperoni? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure pineapple and pepperoni. And so I'm like, I'm going to try pineapple and bacon. So I don't know.
Okay.
Not
More
a
power to you. All right. If you could go back in time to any music event that's happened and go and be there for that, what would it be?
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty? You're a big Tom Petty fan, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to see him, and I never got the chance. And one of his last, toward the end, he played at Wrigley Field, and I'm a big Chicago Cubs fan. And it would have been really neat to be able to see him there. So, yeah.
So I'm guessing this is going to answer the next question. If you could record with any artist, passed away or alive, who would it be?
Keith Urban.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I figured that was going to be. Never mind. I'll get to that in a minute.
Well, I got to see Keith Urban thanks to Nicole. I was at CRS. The country radio seminar, and I went into one of the luncheons they had, and with Nicole and Randy from Private Label Artists, and Brian was there, but Brian had a boogie for the end of it, and he didn't get to see Keith Urban, but we were way up close, and we got to see so many artists. Oh my gosh, we saw Chris Stapleton, we saw the Warm Treaty, we saw Keith Urban at the end, and it was my first time at the Ryman. And getting to see Keith Urban like that, I was I was a happy girl. Hey.
Oh wow! Brian is listening in the next room, by the way. All right, favorite song.
Is it bad to say that some of them are my own, like "Rockin' My Shoe"?
That's fine. If that's what you want, that's fine.
But otherwise.
Other than an Annie Vander song, what is your favorite song?
Oh, that changes a lot too. Do I have a favorite?
It's hard for me. It would be hard for me.
No, that's really hard.
It changes because it would. There's some that I can listen to over and over again, no fatigue. But then there's some I'll get on a roll with, and then I'm like, I've heard it too many times. I don't want to listen.
Yeah, and I think that's it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it depends on what mood I'm in, but I do burn out. I think that's why I also like in my own car will genre hop, and or just like at least vibe of the music. because I don't know. It's like asking a girl to decide dinner again.
I know. I'm going to open a restaurant called I Don't Care. It's up to you. Because everybody will go there. Every married couple will go there. What do you want to eat? I don't care. It's up to you. Okay, we'll go there. So, this is the last question, and this is a very important one. Favorite music artist whose name starts with a B?
If I don't say Brian Mullen, did he push you up to that?
That was a good question though. I was waiting for you to say, let me see. Brian, I'm looking out for you, buddy. Looking out for you. All right. So, guys, just remember, Rockin' My Shoe comes out everywhere you listen to your music at, all the streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your music at. Make sure you listen to Rockin' My Shoe. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I don't know. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Yeah, and just
Nicole like that. Good answer. Trick question, Stevie. Yeah. See, what that goes back to one of the episodes I had Brian on, and I was asking him something about favorite artist or favorite song, and somebody was commenting in here. Excuse me. Yeah, I wanted to see if she did the same thing. So
yeah. No, it's of course he's my favorite. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So I just hope everybody with Rockin' My Shoe just takes it and just like, I don't know. I just hope that they can feel the vibe of it and get the inspiration that they need from it. Like that's my only hope with this song. I'm pretty excited. The festival that I'm doing up in Iowa a month from today, it'll be June 1st. Their whole like little music school up there is, I shouldn't say little music, I don't know. But the person who booked me for the festival, she says, do you want, it must have been the music school. Anyway, she's like, do you want them to learn the song? Because I said, we were talking about sound and I can't remember exactly how it came up, but I said, I'd like to get some gang shouts if we had extra people up there, or if anybody up there already knows the song. And she goes, do you want, people who are musically inclined to learn it? So I sent her the song. So I'm actually pretty excited to see. I need to check in with them and, see how that's all going along. But I just hope people really feel the message and can kind of like take it, and apply it to whatever they need to, whether it's a personal thing or a physical thing or a job thing or whatever. So yeah, I cannot wait for everybody to, like I said, I think just the surprise element of having a song of this style come out, I'm just super pumped about.
Maybe it'll end up on somebody's running playlist as well. Rob Alex Music he's got a little emoji up here for you.
Rob's a good guy.
I got you. So look, guys, like I said, make sure you check her out wherever you listen to your music. Follow her she's got her website. You can follow her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, all social media. Give her a like, give her a follow, and make sure you listen to Rockin' My Shoe 12:01 Friday morning. Make sure that, forget Taylor Swift. It's Annie Vander time.
Oh, you're sweet.
Thank you so much for coming on tonight, and wish you good luck with this. And listen, guys, I've heard the whole song. I get a sneak peek, but I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed in this song. It's a total 360 from what you've heard before, like we talked about before, but it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Annie, thank you so much. Go take care of the Grinch over there.
Thank you, Stevie. I appreciate being on. So hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we will definitely have you on. Brian's going to be on, and hopefully in a couple of weeks, and we'll have to get you back on before the reggae song comes out. So
yeah, I think. Well, he's got his dropping May 24th.
24th, I believe.
Yeah, and then my reggae song comes right after that, and then I'll probably have a song even again
Wow.
in July. So there's a lot going on this year, and I'm super excited for Brian too. So, but you'll
yeah, definitely.
Soon, so, but yeah, but thanks again, Stevie.
We'll have to start calling you guys the Johnny Cash and June Cash of country music now. But anyway, you guys, that is Mr. Andy Vander on the fly. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next time.
You too. Thanks, Stevie.
Thank you.